Hello to all my beautiful members. Welcome to our first brand new members only video. I hope everyone is doing well. First of all, this is not a promotional video. I have no ties to any of the websites or companies that I mention in this video. But I would encourage anyone who has not done a personality test to do one, as it's quick, free, and very detailed. I have provided a link in the description. You may want to find out your result first and then come back to this video. Okay, I've been exposed to quite a few personality tests in my life, and I always rank the same. I did one in college for certain job interviews and also in social groups. The tests provide insight to who you are as an individual, but also how you work and relate to others. From my research with the people in my life and by studying the different personality types, I have come to realize that narcissists have the same personality traits, which should be expected. So a simple personality test could actually make you aware if you are dealing with a narcissist. Narcissists also tend to be very happy, even proud of their results. But unbeknownst to them, for us that want to know, it lets us know that we are dealing with a narcissist. Personality tests are usually seen as innocent and non-judgmental. As they would say, there is no wrong or right answers. It would be easier to get someone to do a general personality test like this than a test to determine if they are narcissistic or not, because then they may not be fully honest with the answers they give. And that's why I think it's a great way to uncover the narcissists in your life, especially the covert narcissists. If there is someone you are considering starting a relationship with, this is a good way to get to know and understand more about each other without alerting them that you think they may be a narcissist. There are 4 categories with 2 behavioral patterns in each. You are either one or the other. Let's have a look here. So there are the extroverts versus introverts, sensors versus intuition, thinkers versus feelers, and judges versus perceivers. I am an ISTP. I am an introvert, I'm a sensor, thinker, perceiver. If you already know what yours is, please let me know in the comment section below. There are a total of 16 combinations, but I will be showing you which of these combinations screams a potential narcissist so that you will know what to look for. But let's first eliminate the category that doesn't matter. It's the first one, extroverts versus introverts. Because whether the person is extroverted or introverted, you can't really use that to determine if they are a narcissist. Because we know that narcissists can easily be either. Now let's look at the other 3 categories. I got this information from personalitymax.com. Before we get into the different characteristics, I need you to bear in mind that when it comes to the narcissist, the different characteristics are no longer as innocent as they seem, because in the mind and life of a narcissist, they are twisted and used for evil instead of good. And you will see what I mean as I go through them. But for censoring versus the intuition category, it says that sensors value realism and common sense. No offense, but we know that most narcissists lack common sense and are definitely not realists. It goes on to say that sensors live in the present, goes by the senses are practical and factual. Again, narcissists do not operate in facts, but lies and their own delusions. They are too preoccupied with themselves to notice details, especially when it comes to others. Whereas the intuition, which is usually represented by an N, fits them better. Intuitive characteristics are future focused, think future faking. They are inventive, imaginative, thus the endless lies and delusions. The other point that stood out to me is that they are idealistic. Narcissists aim for perfection. Their aim is to present the perfect image, the perfect relationship, etc. So for this category, a narcissist would score as an N for intuition instead of an S for sensor. Please bear in mind that this category on its own is not enough. And because someone is intuitive, it doesn't mean they are a narcissist. As you will come to find out later on, that some of them are sensors, but the other two categories can make them narcissistic still. Okay, so this intuition needs to be paired with another behavior in another category to make it more affirmative, and it's this one, the next category, which is the thinker versus feeler. Thinkers make decisions based on facts. They are ruled by their head instead of their hearts. What you will find is that narcissists are thinkers, but the characteristics are one-sided. For example, thinkers are critical and want the truth. Narcissists are very critical of others, but hate being criticized. They don't want to hear the truth about themselves, but want the truth about others. They themselves are not thick-skinned, but expect others to be. They are firm with people in how they are very judgmental and condescending of others. What you see here is that the traits of a thinker are a bit twisted when it comes to the narcissist, but this behavioral pattern fits them more as they are definitely not feelers. Because feelers value harmony and empathy. They make decisions based on principles and values, and narcissists do not value harmony or empathy, and they do not have principles or values. So a narcissist is guaranteed to be a thinker, not a feeler. Feelers are gentle, empathetic, warm, and driven by emotion. With regards to this final category of judging characteristics versus the perceiving characteristics, narcissists again can be either, but more times than not are judges instead of perceivers. For example, covert narcissists can appear controlled, organized, responsible. They like to make plans, have schedules, structure, etc. So to me, the judging characteristics are what you can apply more, especially to the covert narcissists. But I know a handful who have the perceiving characteristics. They appear to be easygoing, spontaneous, carefree, and disorganized. And that is how my father is, who is the narcissist. He is spontaneous, he is carefree, he is disorganized. So he fits more with the perceiving characteristics. And that's why I feel when it comes to the narcissist, they can have either, but I believe the higher percentage will have the characteristics of the judge instead of the perceiver. So the combinations that you need to look out for are these ones. These images I'm going to be showing you from now on are from the website 16personalitytypes.com, because there are 16 personality types, and this combination that I'm showing are the ones that we need to be concerned about. They all have the intuition and thinker behaviors, which are in the middle, the N and the T. That is the deadly combination. And I find it interesting that they are all viewed as analysts. There are two more combinations I am concerned about, and it is in this bunch, which are called the Sentinels. The first one, the ISTJ and the ESTJ. The thinker and judge combination also creates the strong characteristics of a narcissist. So although they are sensors, the fact that they are thinkers and judges is what would create the concern and a strong chance that they are narcissists as well. Although the diplomats, this section here, have the characteristics of the intuitive and the judge, the fact that they are feelers and have strong empathy cancels out the chance of them ever being narcissists and instead make them warm, empathetic, and honest people. The final four personality types, which are known as the explorers, which is where I fall as an ISTP, none of them have any of the deadly combinations that we need to be concerned about. So out of all the 16 personality types that there are, only 6 of them are what I think indicates narcissism. The INTJ, INTP, ENTJ, ENTP, and then the ISTJ and the ESTJ. So, what is your personality type? I hope you all found this beneficial. Please let me know your thoughts.